Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. In today's reading, we're taking a look at your past life and its impact on your current incarnation. So more specifically, we're looking at your past life and how it impacts your situation right now. So if you're going through any challenges in your life right now, my intention is to see the wisdom of your past life in order to take a look into your current situation and see how you can apply that wisdom there. So without further ado, let's get into the piles. I have shuffled these oracle cards and the rest of the shuffling will be happening on camera. For pile number 1, we have the sword. For pile number 2, we have the vow. For pile number 3, we have the judge. And for pile number 4, we have the Venom. So without further ado, please make your pile selection based on your intuition and I'll see you in your reading. Bye. Hello everyone. If you selected pile number 1 or the sword, this is your reading. We're going to reveal your oracle cards, but today we're taking a look at your past life and how this past life experience has affected your life currently. So we got the ink. The ink represents the key to all hidden knowledge. The loop symbolizes the eternal soul as it has no beginning or end. Oh, this really makes me feel like you are experiencing a co-existing incarnation right now. So in a way, your soul has chosen to experience a multitude of itself within this particular present moment. Oh gosh, okay, let's just get into it. Stars in the sky, limitless possibility. 51, moving towards harmony. We have loyal heart, 35. Owls. And we have lagoons, water. Intuition, feminine energy. All right, pile number 1. Let's take a look. Oh, let me move this. Let's take a look at your past life. Pile number 1. Let's take a look at pile number 1's past life. What did pile number 1's past life look like? What is pile number 1's past life that's impacting this current incarnation look like? 8 of Swords. Wait, is this 8 of Swords? Oh no, this is death. What? Why did it say 8 of Swords? This is not even 8. Okay, maybe 8 of Swords was meant to come out in one way. This is death card. This number 13, death. What did past life? What did pile number 1's past life look like? What did pile number 1's past life that is impacting their life right now look like? The Magician. Interesting. Let's take a look at pile number 1's life now. Let's take a look at pile number 1's life now. Okay, interesting. This is very, very spiritual energy already. And I'm just gonna do one more deck. And don't worry, after this we're getting into it. Let me just see how your past life and your current life merge. Six of Wands. Two of Cups. All right, pile number 1. In your current life right now, you may be feeling like there is stagnation and an acceleration of anxiety or fear due to the stagnation going on. What you don't see coming is your fears are not going to come into fruition. Your opportunity for fulfillment is coming your way, and that opportunity will actually allow you to finally step into your journey of spiritual teaching. In one way or another, you're going to be involved with really educating people on how the mind operates. Honestly, pile number one, I'm pretty confident about what I see here. So if this does not resonate, then I don't think this reading is for you. Check out some other pile. But there is this really, really strong theme of your soul constantly wanting to incarnate and figure out how to become the magician. Basically, you're constantly like, okay, I'm going to figure out how physical reality works. And obviously in different incarnations that presented itself in different terminology, but you have been through so much. You've been in incarnation after incarnation, constantly understanding the truth with your being, but you really tried to, find the philosopher's stone. I keep hearing that. So perhaps we're talking about very ancient times during which you were one of those people who really tried to become the alchemist. And you really were able to, finally, in one of those lifetimes, you were able to shed your old identity, shed whatever trauma you've been carrying from other lifetimes, move past the spiritual journey, and you did become the magician. So this is the lifetime that's really resonating with you right now, because it is the most recent incarnation on earth. That's what I'm hearing. So it's definitely your most recent incarnation on earth. In that incarnation, you have become the magician. You have accomplished what you came here to do. You dedicated your whole life to being the alchemist, basically, to learning how the rules of nature and the universe work, and to how to manipulate them, how to use them to your advantage and for the greatest being of all. Now, in this lifetime, pile number one, you are asked to be a teacher, or you decided, I should say, to be a teacher of how that actually works. In one way or another, your profession, honestly, or your career dream doesn't really have to deal with consciousness, but it's likely, honestly, it's very likely that it does. But it might be just something where, by being an example, by being who you truly are, the magician that you are, by living your best life, you are educating others about how consciousness works. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of a celebrity who, for example, says, you really need to listen to your own gut. You really need to listen to your heart-centered being. Some celebrity just really evokes that in her fans, for instance, right? This could be you. I don't know why I keep leaning towards celebrity status here. But in this lifetime, you were meant to join with this calling of being the spiritual leader in one way or another. You're helping humanity ascend in this lifetime in one way or another by being a spiritual teacher. And again, I know that this might not be for every one of you, but Air Dawn is like the age of Aquarius. You are here as to be one of the leaders of the age of Aquarius into spirituality, and there is a heavy emphasis on you needing to listen to your intuition and to not really rely on your intellect right now. There is a lot of emotion. That's how you are. The moon, Ace of Cups, Laguz, and a lot of intellectual energy. Basically, pile number one, what I'm seeing is you are one of those people who can perfectly communicate emotional truth, spiritual truth, through language. This is one of your skills. You are there's a mercurial skill. And right now, because you're stepping into your ideal reality, you're quantum shifting into a reality where things go along really smoothly. You know, you're done with the karma. That's why there's limitless possibility here. And the Ankh here really makes me think, you truly, pile number one, okay? Your soul, I really relate to this, pal. Your soul came here to really learn a lot, okay? You are likely one of those people who really, really connect with the idea of being a Ravenclaw. You know, you really value knowledge. And you decided in your incarnations here to learn in every way possible, through different ways, how consciousness operates. And because you were on this one quest, honestly, you've seen so much, and now you're ready to be a leader, to help humanity ascend, basically help the souls that are more lost than you are. You're done with that moving past karma that happened in the previous lifetime. In this lifetime, it seems to me, you are really, really, at least right now, this is what's occurring, you are stepping into the position of power, you're embracing your spiritual knowledge and really learning how to trust your God, how to trust yourself, and how to move smoothly through life, how to be in the Tao, you know? There's this continuous theme of water and air. So communicating emotions, this is your power. You really might be an empath. You really might be a person who identifies with being sensitive or psychic to certain energies in one way or another, because, I mean, this is just a very, very spiritual pal. And in this lifetime, you get to do what you want. You get to be free. You get to help people because your soul is so pure. Because you've proven in lifetime and lifetime again in your spiritual journey, you've proven your loyalty to true knowledge, to true spirituality, to true enlightenment. You know, you weren't one of those alchemists who were just looking to turn coal into gold, okay? You were not one of those. You were looking for how reality works. You want to know how reality works. You want to figure that out for yourself, and you want to be a real life magician. And congratulations, you did that in a previous lifetime or a parallel lifetime, and you're doing it now. And there is a new beginning coming your way that is going to eliminate these fears, wash off these fears. Intuitively, you feel it coming. In one way or another, it will be the beginning of your true spiritual identity here in this incarnation. You're stepping into this leadership, teaching, authority position. There's limitless possibility to you, as long as you really take time to emotionally regulate and understand that you are a very heart-centered being, okay? Very, very heart-centered being. Your emotions really have a hold of you. And I think you might struggle with it, because you're such an intellectual person at the same time. Maybe you don't even admit it, but the truth is, in your case, letting emotions guide you is very, very healthy, because you are overly intellectual. Because you're so smart, it's like you want your mind to be able to understand everything. But some things in life, some spiritual truths in life, is they're felt, they're understood, they're not really learned intellectually, right? So, yeah. You're the Knight of Truth. I just heard it. Knight of Truth. You're able to cut through people's illusory perspectives, and they are really able to hear you in this lifetime, and that's your gift. I mean, I thought this reading is going to be longer, but we have Six of Wands here, Two of Cups. You're basically on the precipice of receiving this opportunity that's going to really prove to you in your physical reality right now that your heart and soul have always been in this spirituality stuff, and this consciousness stuff, and this, you're one of those people who really are manifesting not just to manifest something good, but to see your power. You're really here to experience that identity of a magician. And that requires you to understand yourself emotionally and intellectually. Wisdom is when two of the parts of you collaborate. All right, I thought this was going to be a longer reading, but you can't really force it. Thank you, pal number 1, for being here for this reading. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, if you chose the vow or pile number 2, this is going to be your reading. So, the vow. Definitely divine partnership vibes, but we'll see. Direction, clarify what you're seeking so the path becomes clear. No D's, destitution, temperance. Are you dealing with something difficult? Pile number 2. We have 52, mending. And we have whale song, resonating, mending, resonating. Okay, pile number 2. This is a lot. Heavy energy. I'm sensing heavy energy, okay? Let's figure it out. What is going on in pile number 2's past life? The Empress. How does pile number 2's past life look like? Knight of Swords. What does pile number 2's present situation look like? What does pile number 2's present situation look like? What is happening? Pile number 2's life. And finally, let's take a look at how these two lives merge. We got 6 of Wands. So success. 4 of Cups again. Alright, pile number 2. This is going to be pretty specific, so if this doesn't resonate, then it's likely the reading is not for you, so check out some of the other piles. But pile number 2, it's likely you're listening to this as you're going through some sort of a constraint in your life. There is something in your external circumstance that you perceive to be limiting, constraining. There is a lack of satisfaction that is causing you to really, indulge in limiting self-beliefs, in the victim mentality, and stuff like that. On the other hand, you also recognize it on some level as an opportunity to completely recreate yourself. I guess that perhaps your life is on pause in a career sense in one way or another, or there's some sort of a external situation that is forcing you to really ask yourself important questions. And these questions really need to be asked at this time in your life because they're meant to really show you who you truly are. Was mending here? Was whale song resonating? You are on the precipice of finding your place in terms of your life purpose, career purpose. It's likely that this is in relation to career, but of course, if it doesn't resonate, throw it out of the window. Just take what resonates. But yeah, there is definitely some sort of rebirth, opportunity for rebirth that is happening in your career or in your art, or in whatever it is you're doing on a daily basis. You are redirecting yourself, and it's really important that right now you clarify what you're seeking so the path becomes clear. So there's definitely an energy of Two of Swords here with Five of Wands too. It's like there's two different directions that you're pulled into. One of them is really dominated by your lack mentality. So one of the options is really out of fear. And the second option is out of what makes your heart happy. But perhaps, so this really gives me the vibes of, okay, like I actually want to pursue this as a job, but right now I need to be more realistic and I need to actually perhaps go within my field or whatever. This is like a more realistic option. But on the other hand, there's also this other opportunity that just feels like a celebration to you. Like it's like meeting with your life purpose. And right now, you are in this pull and push of energy where you feel like one day you really understand yourself and you really know what is truly important, and the other day you feel like, okay, no, you second guess yourself, gaslight yourself, and continue living in the lack mentality. You are being called to fulfill a vow that you have given yourself in another lifetime, in your past lifetime. So what happened in your past lifetime? And let me tell you why I think what you're doing right now might be of creative sort. Maybe you're opening a business, maybe you're pursuing a creative passion, but here you're presented as an empress. So you were a creative genius or of sorts. You were someone who dreamt to be like an artist or a poet, a actor, whoever, right? I'm really getting these writer vibes from you. You might have been a writer in your past life, but there has been censorship, and just living in real life can be cruel and bad, and the negativity of the world really got to you, and it really made you a perfectionist in a way in your past life. So you truly in your past life gave up on certain creative projects earlier than you needed to, because look at the way that this card is represented. The raven is bringing her news of wisdom, right, that are gonna enlighten her, but she's already ready to cut down all of her work that she took such a long time to build, because she's like, all right, it's not good. And they're looking at each other. Well, there's also this other negative energy going on. In a past lifetime, pile number 2, you did not get creatively fulfilled in the way that you dreamt of. You were like one of those people who were born and you were like, I have a creative dream, and you followed it. But there has been either, karma or some negative energy from external and internal going on. Obviously, it's all the same thing, right? The universe and experience is just a reflection of who you are. But basically, you have become in one way or another enslaved to your limiting thoughts about your art. You didn't really let yourself fulfill your art dream, and then you went your whole life wishing that you did. So in this lifetime, there is a need to clarify for you the direction that you're going, because you really don't want to make the same mistake as before. You also vowed to yourself it's something that your soul wants to do in this lifetime, and you will do it in this lifetime. I think this lifetime was meant for you to experience this. You were meant to really move into creative energy, fun energy, joyful energy. You were meant to really experience, your heart being full, success, Six of Wands. Collaboration, creative collaboration. There's meant to be a sense of community and mending. Whale song, right? Resonating. You're meant to unite with this life purpose of yours that is going to fulfill you in so many ways. You were looking for it for a long time, and you really, really were hard on yourself for losing certain opportunities, or for not trying hard enough, for giving up too early. So pile number 2, the advice here is pretty clear. Right now, you really need to ask yourself, what is it you truly want? Clarify what direction you want your life to take, because you are the creator of your life. And if you are unaware of what you want, you will spend your whole life chasing the wrong things and then regretting that you didn't listen to your better judgment earlier. So really make sure to clarify, take a piece of paper and write down everything that you want your life to have. Be as broad or as specific that you want to be. I know that you're doing it regardless and success is guaranteed to you, but I think right now it might be a consciously difficult time for you because there's this push and pull of energy, and you need to really integrate them together and understand yourself as both or neither. There's an opportunity coming your way, but you might be blocking your own ability to see it with 4 of Cups here and 5 of Cups here because of your limiting beliefs. Pile number 2, right now things are not going to unfold the way that they did in your recent past, okay? This is an opportunity for you to really, really step forward, for you to really fulfill that vow that your soul gave yourself in this lifetime. This is a really important time for you from your soul's perspective. So allow this moment that may be uncomfortable to really let your warrior rise. Stand up for the life that you want to live because you deserve it and you can have it. But there needs to be this energetic balancing. You can't, continue feeling sad for yourself or continue feeling lack mindset and project it into the future. Can work on these thoughts, push them out, because you deserve to step into this lifetime, and it would be a pity if you would be stuck just because of limiting thoughts. Fulfill that vow to yourself. Tell yourself truly where your true north is and unite with your destiny, pile number 2. Alright, this was a really quick one too. Well, thank you so much for being here for this reading. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, if you want to support me, please do so. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Hi everyone, if you selected pile number 3 or the judge, this is going to be your reading. So, we have the judge, I don't know why I just turned that. We have Pentacle, protect yourself from negative and evil energies. A need for grounding. You're protected by your guides at the same time. Isa. Eyes. Is your life on a pause? All that glitters. Moon Maiden, new beginnings, 41. 16, 7. And this is 14. Can we take a look at pile number 3's past life that is related and impacting the current situation in pile number 3's life? Can we connect? Can we take a look at a past life that is still connected to pile number 3's life? Five of Pentacles. The Chariot. Okay. I see where this is heading now, and let's take a look at your current life situation. What is pile number 3's? Nine of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. The World. Okay. Okay, new beginnings for real. Definitely new beginnings are happening for you. Pile number 3, there's an ending to a chapter and a step into your dream life, basically. Wow, okay, this is pretty cool. I do not understand the correlation yet, but let's take your Astro Tarot. How is that past life impacting pile number 3's life right now? How is their past life impacting pile number 3's life now? Water sunset. Okay, we got 3 of water and 10 of cups. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you guys, oh no, this is 10 of air. All right, pile number 3. So what I'm seeing here is, if this pile is for you, then it's likely you are in a pause situation in your life. It's likely that there is a feeling of constraint in one way or another. The external circumstance may not be the best. You feel like you need to get moving, you need to figure situation out, because Isa is always met with the energy of fire, right? There's always a duality of ice and fire. And because Isa cannot exist without fire, it's like basically this pause is precisely what is giving you the spark. It's kind of like Rumi's, in the darkness there's light. There's a new beginning happening for you here, and it's really, really, really important right now in this particular period. Whenever you're watching this pile number 3, you really have discernment. With the judge here, it's important with all that glitters, and with protect yourself from negative and evil energies. Pile number 3, right now it's crucial that you do not buy into everything that glitters, because not everything that glitters is gold. There is absolutely a new beginning happening for you, in which you are feeling like you're done with one part of your life and you're in a totally new world. It's totally new beginning. It's likely in relation to your career, to your craft, and it's really a new step forward, because after the world, what do we get? The full journey again. So you are finally reaching a certain completion. You are wrapping up things up, and you're moving into a life that really makes you feel like you're on top of the world, and you get to be who you are. You get to utilize the skill that you need to utilize in order to, live your life and pay your bills. And this is the end of the cycle of really needing to protect yourself and protect your craft, and really having to do it. You know what this kind of gives me, the energy it gives me, is you really made sure to work on your skill regardless of the circumstance. It seems to me naturally, or perhaps you put an effort into doing your skill regardless. And now, congratulations, pile number 3. Whatever it is, the skill that you value the most, that you consider to be your prime quality, this is what's going to give you this world. You will get to utilize your best gifts, the ones that you're proudest of. And now there is this energy of stress here with 10 of Swords, right? And we have to address the water element going on here. So basically, pile number 3, your lesson, the way that this situation is impacting your situation now is, it really asks you to lean into your heart center and to ask yourself emotionally, what do I want to do? Ask yourself what will really fulfill yourself emotionally, because you are also a very intellectual person who tends to overthink with Ten of Swords here, right? We see an ending and a beginning that is meant to move you into this new beautiful world. However, right now, you need to balance out your emotions with your intellect. And for that, you really need to ask yourself, what do I want from an emotional perspective? Because I know things can sound and look good on the outside, but from the emotional perspective, what do you want? Because it seems to me that right now opportunities coming your way, because you're vibrating so high, are going to be both related and unrelated to who you truly are. And you really need to differentiate and discern between all that glitters and real gold, right? Because in your past life, talking about your past life, you held on to wealth, material abundance a lot. You really, really cared about the external world, and that became kind of your daily battle. You know, you had created a very respectful persona, someone who had achieved a lot with Knight of Pentacles here, but behind the scenes, you felt like you were lying to yourself. Perhaps it even caused you to act sneakily and, you know, betray your position in one way or another, because it wasn't really who you are. It's like you only did this whole thing, whatever your occupation was in your past life, you only did it because it was the most rational and the most ideal way for you to succeed, and you succeeded at it. But you felt like a fraud among people who really were where they belonged. It seems to me maybe you were a military man, like someone in the military of a high rank, but then you had to be kind of sneaky on the side because you really don't belong in the military in the first place. Yeah. And that's why your past life right now is coming in and telling you, hey, please make sure that you really know what you're asking for, because you're gonna get it. But make sure that it is what you want. Is it who you truly are? The reason why there is a pause in your life right now is so you can protect yourself from potentially negative experiences here. By dissociating yourself from everything that's not you. You're meant to be in your own fulfillment of your dream, in your own fairy tale. And you're not meant to wear a mask and to have the sneaky energy around you. You're meant to be you and to be loved for who you are. Yeah, pile number 3. All of the readings are kind of short and to the point today, but yeah, that's all that I see here. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading. Good luck on this journey. Really make sure that you ask yourself, what do I truly want? Because you will get it. You will get the fulfillment of the dream. Just make sure that you ask for what you want, okay? Because sometimes our conscience or our consciousness convinces us, our ego convinces us that we want something, but we don't actually need it. So yeah. Thank you so much, pile number 3. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to support me, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more from me, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's reading. If you picked pile number 4, or the Venom, this is going to be your pile right away. Wow, you got some guts to pull Venom. Oh, we got Snake, Synchronicity. Be sensitive to your healing abilities towards yourself or others. So Snake seems to be significant because it's 2 times here. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Co-create. And Kaunas. The rune of the artist. The rune of death also. Let's take a look at your past life, pile number 4. So far I'm not getting much. I'm getting some things, but I'm not sure if I'm going in the right direction. What does pile number 4's past life look like? I have 6 of Wands. Success. Wow. Victory. Traditionally speaking, victory. public recognition. The Chariot. Yeah. Definitely warrior. There's an energy of being a warrior and having public recognition for being a warrior. Five of Cups. And it's an image of a mother scolding a kid who doesn't want to hear it. Interesting. Let me see. Let's take a look at your current life. Current life look like Judgment. And the Fool 2.0. Okay. Four of Wands, celebration. Alright, and finally, let's get the Astro Tarot and take a look at how is your past life impacting your current life? How is your past life impacting your current life? How is your past life impacting your current one? Okay, we have 8 of Water, 3 of Fire, and Virgo. Communicator. Alright, pile number 4. This is pretty specific, so hear me out, and if this does not apply, then this reading is not for you. Check out other piles, but pile number 4. Right now in your life, there's a transitional period. You are basically hearing the call. You're ready to step to the call. You have an idea, an instinct, an intuition about something. You have gone through the death cycle of an ego. You have realized that perhaps certain foundations in your life that you have built are no longer suitable for you anymore. And that is why you started asking questions about your past. You started digging the past. You have done some shadow work. You address whatever it is that needs to be addressed. And now again, you're hearing the call of destiny to step towards something new, something unexpected, something that is calling you. And you were meant to do this in this lifetime. Your soul was meant to fulfill this prophecy, basically. This was meant for you to experience in this lifetime, and it's really, really exciting time that are coming in your life. This is pretty wonderful. Now, your past life is coming with a bit of a warning. Let me just tell you a little bit about your past life. So you were definitely a successful and well-known warrior or strategist. So either a strategist or political figure who strategizes and, really presents themselves powerfully in the global arena, or someone who is just a military rank personnel who is super successful and recognized. However, you really didn't understand why you've done what you've done. Let's just say that. And you didn't realize that the reason why you needed so much authority in your life was because of childhood trauma and certain limitations that you subscribed yourself to. And the reason why it's important for this particular lifetime is because your wound from that lifetime with Venom has still not completely healed. Okay. It hit me. It finally hit me. So the differences here in the situations is in the past, you were a public persona who was respected for something that they didn't really care about. Does that make sense? Like, you were really successful at a profession or a career that did not really resonate with your soul as per se, but you still proved it to yourself that you could be successful at something, that you could find success and fulfillment in the material world. This time around, your soul is experiencing a different kind of success where you are stepping into abundance with overflow, overwhelm, and plenty here. And co-creation, you're stepping into basically like a magician kind of life where you feel much more empowered, much more in control, much more connected to your origin. You really feel true to who you are, and you feel like you belong, and you know exactly what you're doing, and there's no unnecessary drama or stress. And you're really stepping into your calling, which in one way or another is in relation to communication. Because believe it or not, right now what you're using from your past life, this is a very different message from the first three groups. Actually, the message here is you have inherited your kind of charisma and spark and your ability to be in the public eye from your past life. You will be able to really feel empowered by the position of power that you are getting into, because you will be celebrating. It's an exciting energy. You are really meant to be in the spotlight, and right now you are starting over at something that you're passionate about, and likely something that is very, very artistic. You're pursuing truly what your heart wants and desires. Now with the Venom here, be sensitive to your healing abilities towards others. As I said, healing. There needs to be a little bit of more healing for you to be able to really smoothly transition into this judgment moment. Really embrace death, because death and reincarnation, this cycle, this ability to rise from the ashes, it's an ability that has been connected to the archetype of an artist, right? Several things in your reading signify that you are now becoming a co-creator of your reality. And in order for you to really, be done with karma once and for all, be done with being stuck in a certain energy that you don't understand, that you keep running from, they are telling you this is your moment to address it now, because this way it's going to be released, and then you will be able to experience this beginning to the fullest of your hearts. So allow this death within you, allow this grief processing that you're not the person that you believed yourself to be. That's kind of the judgment moment. You kind of forgive yourself for everything that you've done, the choices you've made. You've made those choices because you were a person with certain consciousness and mindset that limited you, and that's okay. We're all going through our journey, and you're ready to shed your skin and really move into the success that you truly are meant to have in this lifetime. This is a really, really positive reading for your upcoming future. I mean, now it seems like things are really unfolding for you and really moving in the right direction. So yeah, thank you so much. I think this is all that I see here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to share your story, please do so in the comments down below. And if you'd like to support me, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Bye.